We have lecture 2, week 1. We're going to talk about various disorders. Keep in mind you have a term sheet that you must complete. You must stay on course with your assignment. Okay, fluids of the skin. Blood and lymph supply nourishment to the skin in the form of protein, carbohydrates, and fat. As blood and lymph circulate throughout the skin, they deliver materials for growth, nourishment, and the repair of the skin, hair, and nails. Okay, you have nerves of the skin, 3 types: motor nerves, sensory, and secretory. Motor nerves, when you think of a motor, you think of something that moves. They carry impulses from your brain to control muscle movement. Sensory nerves react to the heat, cold, touch, pressure, and pain. Secretory nerves are distributed to the sweat and oil glands of the skin. Now, what determines the color of the skin? Melanin. Melanin is a brown-black pigment that gives the skin its color. It also serves as skin protective screen from sun's rays. How is it obtained? Through genes. It determines the amount and the type of melanin. All right. Let's talk about here. Color of pigment is a hereditary trait varying amongst races and nationalities. So although melanin helps protect the skin from its color, when we talk about colors from African descent or our darker hues, so one of the stigma is, or one of the misnomers is, that we do not need sunscreen because our skin is already dark. However, even though our skin is not as light as our, let's say, Caucasian counterparts, we do need sunscreen because prolonged exposure to the sun can damage your skin. So keep that in mind. Now, let's talk about skin elasticity. Skin elasticity comes from 2 things. Well, you get your strength, form, and flexibility from collagen and elastin protein fibers. Collagen and elastin. Collagen gives structural support to structures found in the dermis. Elastin gives its skin its elasticity, flexibility, and ability to regain its shape after stretching. Some characteristics of aging skin: you may have loss of elasticity, wrinkles, sagging. So, what we need to do is you can use different products that helps to maintain a level of healthy skin. Keep your skin nourished. Keep your skin flourishes. Protect your skin, because this is what's going to make you look, quote unquote, young as you get older. You don't want your skin to be flabby, sagging, wrinkled. Okay. Glands of the skin, you have 2 types of duct glands: pseudophorus and sebaceous. Your pseudophorus are your sweat glands, your sebaceous are your oil glands. These duct glands extract material from the blood to form new substances. Pseudophorus or sweat glands consist of a coil base, which is called fundus, and a tube-like duct that terminates at the skin surface. They form a sweat pore. Present on most body parts. More numerous on the palms, soles, forehead, and armpits. What do? They regulate body temperature and help to eliminate waste products. Under control of the nervous system, the activity is increased by heat, exercise, emotion, and certain drugs. So you have a standard temperature of 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. You must maintain a level of as close to that 98.6 as possible. If not, your pseudophorus glands will act accordingly. Sebaceous glands are called your oil glands. They're connected to the hair follicle. They consist of sacs with ducts that open into the hair follicle where they secrete sebum. Sebum, when you hear that word, think of a fluid, something that has something to do with moisture. It is a semi-fluid, oily substance produced by your oil glands. It lubricates the skin and it preserves the softness of the hair. Sebum's primary function, Sebaceous gland's primary function is to act as a shield to prevent moisture from evaporating from the skin surface. The blackhead is formed when the sebum becomes hardened and the duct becomes blocked. It is found on all body parts except the palms and soles, numerous on your face. Your face needs to have a level of moisture maintained in order to prevent blackheads. Okay, absorption level of the skin. You may use different vitamin, hormone, antiseptic, or ointment creams. It's going to get the top layer. They may be used to combat any type of skin infection that you may have. Okay, function of the skin. We talked in chapter 1 about function of the skin, shapes, sensation, heat regulation, absorption, protection, excretion, secretion. Sensation, senses, responds to your heat, cold, touch, pressure, and pain. You have sensory nerve endings which send messages to the brain and stimulate response. Those sensory endings are responsible to touch, pressure, and they lie close to the hair follicles. Heat regulation helps protect the body from the environment. Your healthy body temperature is about 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. These glands, the sweat glands, which is also called your sudoriferous glands, they adjust to cool the body through the evaporation of sweat. Absorption, it's limited, but it does occur. That's when you can absorb things in the skin. That's with some female hormone creams and certain fatty materials. Protection, the body's first line of defense is its unbroken skin. What does the body do? Protects the body from injury and bacterial invasion. Sebum renders it waterproof. It's resistant to temperature, minor injuries, chemical substances, and many forms of bacteria. Excretion. Perspiration or sweat is excreted from the skin via sudoriferous glands. Secretion, sebum, which is related to lubrication, is secreted by the sebaceous glands. It lubricates the skin and the hair.